A little girl heard a magic so powerful that it could turn her family's happiness upside down. What if a tiny sprinkle of magic could make your parents argue, teachers forgetting their lessons, and friends fall into chaos, all with just a whisper? In a street called Harmony Close lived the Okafor family, a family so happy that even birds came to their window to listen to their laughter. Mr. and Mrs. Okafor were always smiling, always joking, and always doing things together. Sometimes they even danced while cooking. Their 12-year-old daughter Grace was their only child, sharp-tongued, playful, and full of questions. She would always ask her father silly questions. "Daddy, if rice can cook itself, why do we need fire?" Grace was so funny, and her parents loved her so much. But not everyone in Harmony Clothes liked their happiness. Across the street lived Mama Favor, a woman whose face always looked like she had just sucked a bitter cola. She never smiled. Every morning when she saw the Okafors laughing, she would hiss loudly. "Na everyday they go dey sing? Abi dis street na musical studio?" she said. She hated seeing people happy, especially the Okafors. One sunny morning, Mama Favor stood by her window and saw Mr. Okafor helping his wife hang clothes while Grace played with bubbles. "Look at them," she muttered. "Too much love in one house. Ha! Time to spoil it small." That evening, she called out sweetly. "Grace, my darling, come here," she said. Grace, being the friendly child she was, ran over to Mama Favor's house. "Grace, my dear, you are such a hard-working girl, always sweeping and always helping," she said. "I have something special for you." She brought out a small shiny bottle filled with dust. "This is magic powder. Whenever your parents disturb you too much, just whisper, 'Bash, bash,' argument, crash, and they will start arguing with each other. You will have peace and quiet to do what you want." Grace's eyes widened. "Really? Wow! Thank you, Ma," Grace said. Mama Favor nodded, hiding her wicked laughter. "Yes, my dear, but keep it a secret. Don't tell anyone, not even your best friend." Grace giggled, tucked the bottle into her pocket, and ran home happy. She didn't know that what she carried was a trick, a bad spell born from jealousy. That evening, Grace's mom called. "Grace, come and wash this plate before watching cartoon." Grace frowned, then remembered the powder. She whispered softly, "Bash, bash, argument, crash." Immediately, her father turned and said, Why always Grace? You too can wash sometimes." Her mother gasped. "So you are defending her laziness now, Abi? Maybe you should wash the plates yourself." Before long, they were arguing like two market women. Grace hid behind the door, laughing quietly. "It worked. It really worked," she whispered. She tiptoed to the living room, switched on the TV, and started watching cartoons while munching on chin-chin. From that day, Grace realized that she had power. But she didn't stop there. She carried her magic to school. Grace was a student at Sunshine Junior School, a place full of noise, energy, and puff-puff sellers. Her best friend was Chisom, a bright, funny girl who always defended her no matter what. The two were inseparable. They shared snacks, secrets, and even punishments. One hot afternoon, their class teacher, Mrs. Bello, shouted, "Grace Okafor, why are you chewing gum in my class?" Grace smiled mischievously and whispered under her breath, "Bash, bash, argument, crash." Suddenly, Mrs. Bello turned to the chalkboard and started arguing with it. "Who told you to slant my handwriting, eh? Stay straight, nonsense board." The whole class exploded with laughter. Some students fell off their chairs. Chisom laughed so hard that tears ran down her face. "Grace, what did you do?" "She's fighting the board." Grace just smiled and said, "Let's just say the board started it." That was the beginning of chaos. Grace started using her magic for fun. One day, she made one teacher forget his own name. Another day, she made two classmates argue over who invented jollof rice. And one unforgettable morning, she made the principal dance shoki during assembly. Chisom, who noticed that something strange was going on, called Grace and said quietly, "Grace, what's happening? You are acting strangely." Grace was reluctant at first, but decided to tell her friend everything. "Ah," Chisom said, "since that neighbor gave you that thing, strange things have been happening. Are you sure it's not dangerous?" Grace laughed and said, "Chisom, chill. It's just small magic to make life easier." One day, this easy life will turn into big wahala, Chisom said. They laughed and promised never to hide secrets from each other. One night, she overheard her parents discussing quietly in their room. "Why are we always arguing now? We used to be so happy," her father replied. "I don't know. It feels like something is wrong in this house." Grace's heart sank. For the first time, she realized that magic was hurting the people she loved. The next day at school, Grace tried to make herself laugh again by playing a harmless trick. During morning assembly, she whispered some words to the head boy and he suddenly forgot the Lord's Prayer. The whole school couldn't control their laughter, everyone except Chisom. After assembly, Chisom grabbed Grace by the hand. "Grace, tell me the truth. Did you use that magic again?" she said. Grace bit her lips a bit. "No, maybe, okay, yes, but it's just for fun." Chisom frowned. "Grace, this is not funny anymore. That magic is controlling you. You have to stop." Grace pulled her hand away. "I can handle it, Chisom. Don't worry." Chisom shook her head and said, "That is what magicians say before they turn into lizards." Grace laughed and laughed, but her laughter sounded weak. Deep down, she was scared. That same night, Mama Favor was at her window again, laughing to herself and saying, "Perfect, the girl is completely under my control. Soon, the Okafors will scatter like suya pepper." While Grace slept, her eyes glowed faintly. In the next room, her parents suddenly started arguing, this time over toothpaste. The dad shouted, "Why did you press it from the middle?" "I'm not a mathematician," the mom said. Mama Favor laughed wickedly from her house. Everything was going according to her evil plan. The next day, Chisom decided she would save Grace. She went to Mama Favor's house, pretending to buy pure water. "Good afternoon, ma," she said. "My mommy said I should greet you." Mama Favor smiled suspiciously. "Ah, fine girl. How is your friend Grace?" Chisom said softly, "She's been acting strange since you gave her that powder." Mama Favor threw her head back and laughed loudly. "Good! It's working perfectly." That was all Chisom needed to hear. She ran straight to her grandmother's house. Her grandmother was a strong prayer warrior who didn't fear anything. When Chisom explained everything, the old woman said, "Ha! Bad magic. We will destroy it today." They prayed, sang, and sprinkled special cleansing water. Grandma gave Chisom a bracelet. "Wear this, my dear. It will protect you from her magic." That night, Chisom sneaked into Grace's room. Grace was asleep, breathing softly. Under the pillow, Chisom found the shiny bottle Mama Favor had given her. She held it tightly and whispered, "Grace, I love you so much. I can't lose you to magic." Then she poured the special cleansing water on the bottle containing the magic powder. Immediately, Grace woke up and shouted, "My head, my eyes," and bright light filled the whole room. At that same moment, in Mama Favor's house, her magic mirror cracked and broke into pieces. A white cat jumped and ran away. Mama Favor was so surprised to see what had happened, and she fainted. When the light faded, Grace opened her eyes slowly. The bottle was gone. She blinked and saw Chisom holding her hand. Both of them burst into tears and hugged tightly. The next morning, Grace narrated all that happened to her parents, and they forgave her. The Okafor house was full of laughter again. Grace's parents became so happy again, teasing each other like before. Grace ran to hug them both. "I'm sorry, Mommy. I'm sorry, Daddy. I didn't mean to cause all the fighting." Her father smiled. "It's okay, my daughter. Just promise you won't bring any magic from strange aunties." When she got to school, she found Chisom waiting at the school gates. She hugged her so tight and said, "Thank you for saving me." Grace smiled and said, "Best friends forever," and they burst into laughter. As they walked into the classroom, the sun shone brightly through the window, warm and golden. Grace looked up and smiled. She had learned that real magic wasn't in a bottle or a spell. It was in love, laughter, and true friendship. And from that day on, every time she heard her parents laughing in the kitchen or her best friend giggling beside her, she would whisper softly to herself, "This is the best kind of magic." Thank you guys for watching my video. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and drop a comment on the comment section. See you on my next video. Bye.